Hello from the dung heap, everybody. These are my friends. A lot of
Hi,
them.
friends.
There he is. Hi, sweetie.
Hello. Good morning, everybody.
And we're live. Hello. SPTV. Hello. Hi, everybody. Hello. Glad to be here. Finally, it's been a while, and I will explain why. But hi there. If you're in the chat here, thank you so much for being here. If you're watching on the replay, say hello. I always love to hear from you. So, yes, here we are. Is it Tuesday already? Oh, my goodness. So, when deciding whether I wanted to come on today, I was thinking, you know what? I'm just going to be honest. A lot of people have come and asked me, in my inbox and even called me, texted me and being like, are you okay? I haven't seen you in a little while. And if you follow my channel from time to time, I take breaks. I don't plan on going on every single day. In the beginning, I think the first year I probably did almost every single day, but now I just kind of do it when the spirit moves me, So just in a little cheeky way, I made a list of some of the things that have been kind of occupying my mind and or making me not want to drag myself to this chair. But I want to say that I love being here. I love talking to you guys. I love having this channel and this opportunity to share with you all. I love the friendships that I've made. So I'm in no way complaining at all, but I think that many people that have either been on the internet for a while or are creators themselves might be able to relate to some of the things that I want to talk about today. Just some of the things that I've encountered. So one of the reasons I'm going to pull this up is I went to the doctor last week, and I'm going to talk about some personal stuff. Maybe you guys can relate to. I don't like to come on and complain about my life, but it happens. It happens. So number one on my list, no particular order, is I've been a little hangry. I've been a little hangry, guys. But I'm getting into a groove. I'm really enjoying doing the Mediterranean diet. We'll see how it goes this coming weekend when I'm out and about. And yeah, I'm going to be very tempted, I'm sure, but we'll see how it goes. And if some of you know that AA Ron is doing this, I don't know his diet. I have no idea what he's doing, but he's doing some kind of challenge. So, hey, after the bars, hey, Casper, good to see you. Good to see everybody. Marilee, hello. Oh, that reminds me, Susie Oberholtz is doing a live, I think after this, in another hour and a half. So definitely head over there. Powerlize, hey there. Hey, Piano Mom. Good to see you. Good to see everybody. Incarnasoul, Powerlize. Did I ever say hi to you? I can say hi again. Giorgio is in the back. Thank you. Lexi Ann, hi there. I got my fabulous mods. Saysperia. Oh, I've got Susie, you don't have to mod for me. You just have thumbnail sounds like your weekend. Oh boy. Yeah, we gotta compare notes here. Oh boy. You have an honorary wrench just like Kelly does. Getting ready for your live. Yeah, awesome. Okay. See, we got Joel McCoy. Hey there, friend. Hello to all. It's always good to be here with you today. It's my hope that this finds you all well, safe, and happy. Yeah, I hope you're doing well. Joel, I know you've been going through a rough time, and we love you, and we're glad you're here. So I can't do the Mediterranean. No Oreos. Yeah, for me, it's been hard with like, I mean, it's only been a few days, but I love things like chips and stuff like that. I like some processed food, but I'm working on it and I'm trying to um replace things that I like. I mean, you can eat cheese on this. So that was the best diet for me because you can eat cheese on the Mediterranean diet. Not a ton of it, but I'll show you what I had for lunch. I skipped breakfast, guys. I don't know, like, I'm sort of combining it, like, it's funny that Aaron mentioned this too, with I don't like to use the F word, fasting, because, we did that in the call, but I'm trying to just eat when I'm hungry, and I'm not really hungry when I wake up. So, I'm just doing me. Hey, Granny G, I was just thinking about you. Good to see you. Well, glad you're here. Hey, Nicole, please like this video. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Are you texting me, George? You could private chat me. He's so silly. Okay. Let me show you one more thing here before I go into my little list here. Okay. Sorry about that. Oh, I removed myself instead of putting this up. There we go. Okay. I did so I have this little contraption that you can feed zucchini into it. I use raw zucchini, and this is 2 zucchinis, and I made some homemade pesto. I like to make the pesto with a combination of fresh basil and Italian parsley because I think the fresh basil is a little overpowering, and I use a combination of pine nuts and almonds instead of just pine nuts because pine nuts are higher in fat, and I like the flavor of almonds too. So I use that and Parmesan cheese and olive oil and little dash of salt, and it was so good. So I had for lunch, and Duncan ate it too. Like, that's what he ate for lunch, and he didn't seem to be complaining that he was hungry. So we got that, and then I'll show you what I've been doing too. I'm trying to cut down on the carbs and eat more vegetables. So I'm really into this roasting vegetables phase. So if you go into the grocery store, you probably have these bags of they're called little like mini sweet peppers, and I've just been cutting them lengthwise and taking the seeds out and just putting a little bit of olive oil and salt and then put it in. I think it's 400 degrees for 20 minutes. And I did asparagus too. It was so good. I didn't even miss the carbs. So just a little. So I've been busy. So this takes a lot of time. So that's number one. Working on my healthy eating. Number two was, and again, no particular order. Number two is too many PDF files for me. It was, and it's not a joke. It was really difficult talking about the Echoplex situation. It came across, my desk, my view, and I knew I couldn't be quiet about it. I am someone who likes to have all the information that I can before I present it to you. And so it took a few days. I wanted to get that out as quick as possible because I felt like it was very important. As I said last week, I'm not done with talking about the Tommy Scoville situation either, Brett Miller. I live in the same state that his sexual assault conviction came down, and I'm in the process of getting some papers. I most likely won't be able to actually transmit them to you, but I can talk about it. I can tell you how to get them yourself if you're interested. But I think it's important to warn the community of these type of things, and it's not something that I like to dwell on. It's not something that I like to talk about whatsoever. But when someone says, "Oh, this was a nothing burger. It was a statutory thing," when it absolutely was not. It was a felony conviction, and the details are horrific. I think that it's worth looking into to warn others, and also just the whole idea of people coming in and being a con man, a self-proclaimed confidence man. So that's something I'm not quite done with, but I am definitely taking a break from that. Thank you, Marilee. Well, that was definitely a tough one. You did great. Thank you. And I appreciate everyone's support. All of you were so kind during that. I mean, it was very hard to listen to, I'm sure, and very hard to talk about. So, yeah. See if I have any starred. Aaron's challenge is to avoid all string cheese. Okay. He ate 10 string cheeses the other day. I'm not gonna challenge him to a, weight loss off because I just went through menopause last year. You know what? I am to the point where I am proud of myself because I quit smoking and went through menopause last year. So I've got even more extra pounds than I did before. So I'm really working on that. But Aaron he's 10 years younger than me, at least. And he's a guy. So I think that I don't know, they tend to lose weight faster. Whenever I go on a diet, my husband loses weight and I don't. So, although I'm gonna this time. Oh, thank you, James. Putting yourself through trauma. Yeah. Well, we've all had trauma in our life, I'm sure. But yeah, I'm surprised he could I know. Speaking of poop, we'll be talking about Rocky, my dog. Spoop. I've even got pictures, not a poop, but yeah. All right. What do I have next? Oh my God, this is crazy. Okay. Yeah. I have next is too many scandals. There's scandals that have happened before. There's scandals that are being drudged up right now. There's old scandals and new scandals and mini scandals and new and big scandals and medium scandals and made up scandals and the like. And it's like I'm just scandaled out, guys. I'm like, you know what? If it's something that concerns me, if it's something that is real that I feel, and I pick my battles majorly. I pick my battles because I don't feel like I need to throw my hat in the ring for everything. Some people may think that I do, but if you only knew what I don't talk about, you'd give me some credit, you know? But I've been baited. Like I've gotten emails like, look what this one said about you. You need to react. I'm like, you know what? No, I don't. I do not need to be reacting at all. So, yeah, if you want to make shit up or recycle old shit or all that shit, nah, I'm not the person to come to about it. So, oh yeah, I hate people like this. My dad is one of those people who can lose weight by cutting out his bedtime snack. Yeah, right. Yeah. My son, who is young, he's in his early 20s, about maybe 3 or 4 years ago, he had a little bit of pudge. He called it his spare tire, but he would drink Dr. Pepper all the time and Oreos, and he cut both of those out, started going to the gym, and now I guess we call him buff, something like that. Yep. Hey, Nicole, Marilyn, if you need delicious recipes, check out the Ambitious Kitchen cookbook. Sounds good. Monique Velez. That's Does she have, like, an online thing? 'Cause I don't read. I mean, I do read recipes, that's true. I do. I do read recipes. I do have some cookbooks. I have the very, like, old-fashioned staple cookbooks because when I first got married, I didn't know how to, like, cook, like, a casser like, roast. I like to do things like stir fries and stuff, so I had to figure out how to cook a slab of meat. So I have Betty Crocker and uh Good Housekeeping and all those. A website too. Okay, cool. Hey, honey. Hey there. Okay, so that was number 3. Again, in no particular order. So we've got hangry. We've got my Mediterranean diet thing going on. Too many PDF files. Number 3, too many scandals. Uh, Number 4, I put Civil War. And the reason I did that is because not only in our community, but even if you live in America, you probably know what I'm talking about right now. And I don't get political in my someone's talking to me. In my on my channel, I don't get political, but it's exhausting when you've got people in your life that have two very like opposite, not extreme, but very opposite points of view. And I have people in my life that will take like one topic and that's all they want to talk about, or that's like a deal breaker for them politically or whatever. And you got people in different camps. And I don't like to be in a camp, especially when it comes to things like politics or religion. I'm like, hey, everybody for themselves. I try to be very balanced in my, my view, and try to look at the facts. But it does get exhausting. So I'm just like, throw my hands up and be like, I got to walk away. And even sometimes in this community, there's camps. There's people that are like, you like this person? Okay, you're out. Oh, you like that? Blah, 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 And I mean, I've gotten caught up in it too, because if I see somebody in a chat of a creator that is like at that moment talking shit about me and saying terrible things about me and calling me the worst names I could think of, and that person's in there like, anyways, how's everybody? How's it? And it hurts. It hurts. So I had to just let it go and not look at it. And it's like, okay, you know what? I don't have to have Thanksgiving dinner with this person. If they come in my chat, hi, oh, that's great, whatever. If they are really nasty, then they can, excuse themselves, or I will excuse them. But it's like, I guess I just have to at some point just raise the white flag and just be like, listen, I'm not getting involved in no civil war. I need to preserve my own peace. And yeah, I reserve the right to disagree, or not even to state an opinion, or not even have an opinion. Sometimes I'm just like, okay, I see your point and I see your point, and I don't know, we'll see what happens, because I have to pick my battles, because you can get exhausted. You can get overrun by other people and their agendas. So I'm just trying to prioritize the things that I think are important. So, all right, just looking at the chat. You guys are chatty today. Good to see you, everybody. Okay. Next, I said, oh, I put it up. So this is number 5. I put hexed, or on my little sheet here, I put over hexed, not to be confused with oversexed. Yeah. So there's people that are going around the community, putting hexes on people. So I think I've been over hexed, because I have like my back aches and my right knee, my trick knee, like wants to give out. And I've really been trying to exercise, guys. I've been trying to move a lot more, but I think I'm a bit over hexed. I don't know. And I don't know if is Kelly in here. She might be over hexed too. What about you, George? Are you over hexed? Yep, George is over hexed. See what? There's somebody putting hexes on us. More than what somebody is, I think. I don't have the bandwidth for outside drama. Yeah, I hear you, Granny G. Yep. Good to see you. Nicole, I don't do drama. Yeah, it's exhausting. Isn't comparing how many creators I watched a year or two ago. I slimmed down big time. Yeah. You should have gone with the witch windows. I know. Yeah, because then they couldn't get in the A-frame. I know. You are right about that. Have you been stretching before all this extra move? I tried. Yeah, I gotta remember. It might not be a hex. It's not. Let's talk about hex, baby. Doesn't more than one hex counteract the others? Yeah. So I guess one of my reasons why I've been kind of in a little bit of a YouTube funk is I've had my aches and pains. I'm trying to move more. Sitting for a long time kind of bothers me. Which brings me to, okay, no, the next one's about poop. The crochet one I'll talk about too. But sitting a lot, I have even been setting a timer for like a half an hour and getting up and moving around if I'm doing my hex is to protect the opposite. Oh, he said, no, I think they've done a lot of good, honestly. 'cause I feel pretty good mentally and things like that. Love to exercise, been doing it for 35 years. Awesome. Hey, Tiggy, I love that name. I'm sure being a creator, you experience all this tenfold. Yeah, it's been interesting. I was telling Kelly this morning, I was like, you know, that not that a lot of you haven't had a baby, but for those that have, maybe you can relate. It's like I I said after I had my first baby, I was like, why did people tell me how much it hurt? Like, why didn't people tell me? Why didn't people warn me? I'm sure they did. They tried. And the same thing with the internet and YouTube. It's like it has so many great pros to it. And I'm so glad I do it and I'll keep doing it. But I do need to take breaks. But man, I had no idea. I mean, I know I would do some things differently. I have made some mistakes, but it is what it is. I've learned from them. But gee, if I only knew then what I know now, right? And there's a lot of creators in here, so you could probably relate, I'm sure. Most Fitbits and they'll like yell at you. They vibrate if you haven't taken enough steps in an hour. Oh, I should get a Fitbit. I've never had one. I should get into that. Yeah, like I live on a secondary highway with no shoulder at all, so I try to just like walk around the perimeter of our property or go up the road and walk on the dirt road. But yeah, it's been crazy. We have green grass. The daffodils are open. We don't have any yet. We just have brown grass. It's starting to look a little green, but I don't even see buds on the trees yet. It'll be probably another month, and then we'll start seeing. Well, a couple weeks you probably see like crocuses and things like that. Hey, Tan Louie, good to see you. Popping in to say hi. Hey there. Okay, what do we got next? Okay, this has got some pictures. So I brought. Oh, let me remove that for a second. So, well, actually, Duncan brought the dogs to the groomer the other day, and they look so pretty and so fluffy, and she does such a good job. But my poor pumpkin, I call him the baby. He's only 6 months younger than Apollo, but Rocky has been kind of moping around and seems like his butt seems kind of sensitive. And this happened last time too, because not to get gross, guys, but the groomer will do something like expressing their anal glands or something I don't want to know about. But yeah, he seems to have a very sensitive behind. So I've been trying to monitor him because I had to end up separating them because I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell who was pooping and peeing. So I've just been patiently waiting for 24 hours for Rocky to poop. So we're all kind of staring at him. I took pictures because before I left the house last night, I took a picture of the food bowl because Apollo had eaten from it. So I took a picture and it came back and it was exactly like that. So I was like, wow. So then we ended up getting the other full food bowl out and putting it on the other side of the little fence to figure out who's eating what, how much, and who's pooping and who's not pooping. Got to empty that. Yeah. Yeah. I tell you, Poms, they are a lot of work. Our others were rescues and they were fine. I don't know. There were mutts or something there. Well, no, they were a mix, but like purebred, like two mix. Like I don't know what you call it. It's a cross between a Shih Tzu and Maltese. Shih Tzus. Saying shit a lot today. But they didn't seem to have as many issues and maintenance. These guys have a lot of maintenance. Oh. Hey, after the bars, I was just a big town tattoo artist, moved to a small town, listening to classic rock, tattooing, 27, accidentally. Uh, started watching YouTube at the age of 53. Fast forward 3 years later, there you are. Yes. Yeah, you have a great channel, and I'm about the same age as you. So I've been doing this. It'll be 2 years in June. Oh, I can't believe it. Granny J, man, if hexes are real, I need to learn how to do them. There you go. Asen, our hormones are the ones to fool us, Marilyn. They make us forget that it's hard. It hurts to push a baby. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's like, and then you forget. Yeah, and then you have 2 more. Although those were ended up being C-sections. Too much information, I know. He looks like a sad little mop. I know. I never noticed the little, like, highlights he has on his ears. Those little stripes. He looks like a KISS member or something. But, yeah, he is a little mop. He's so cute. He's something else. He said, "I see tiny buds and leaves on my grapevine." Nice. You live in Germany? I'm trying to remember. Yes, I've heard that, Joel. Purebred dogs have more problems than mixed breeds. It's just the way it is. Your concern is real. It's wise to monitor his eating. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, Joel, I definitely want to do that pet stream. Let's plan that very soon. If not this week, then definitely next week. If you like, if you're still interested. He's a cute little mop. I know. That is true. My daughter, she's not breeding now, but she was breeding Poms, her and her husband, and very, like, not constant. Just, they'd have maybe one litter a year, every other year, and she's had several dogs, and she's made sure the family tree is pure, like there's no overlap, no inbreeding or anything, because that really can get you a lot of health problems. And I've been monitoring food for one of my kitties. Yeah, that's hard to do when you've got multiples though, huh? Welcome to the YouTube jungle, right? Okay, so where am I at? Okay, I'm at That Crochet Life. So I'll show you what I've been working on if you've been watching my channel. Oh, I try to trim these little ends as I go along. So one thing about this yarn that I've been using, it's beautiful. It's really soft. I love this color changes, but they have, like, what's called tie-offs every few hours or so. It seems like there's a knot, and I have to cut it and make it a little more secure because I'm so afraid that my ends are going to unravel. So, and the other thing that really stinks is sometimes they put a new string, like they tie off a new shade, and it's not quite matching the color scheme that I have going on. It's like you'll have a light shade, and then all of a sudden they'll attach a dark thing, and it's like that makes me so mad. Recovering from hexes yourself. Yep, Kelly's been overhexed too. My goodness. So where was I? Okay, yeah. So when I reattach them, I like to leave a little bit of a long string and weave it in because I don't know, my biggest fear is to spend hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours on a blanket and then have it unravel because there was a loose knot. So this is, I think I estimated about, actually I think it is over 4 feet wide, and now it's, if you can see it, I'll have to measure it for next time, but it's getting really big. I've been crocheting every night for many hours, and it's just been very zen and very relaxing. Hate when they tie off the yarn. Yeah, I feel like, this isn't really high-end yarn. It's only like $6 per cake, but I'm going to use probably, I would say like 10, at least 10 cakes, maybe more. No, I would say I'm probably going to use 16 to 20. So could be like $100 when it comes, towards the end of it. It's probably going to be like, yeah, a lot in yarn. And that's just the yarn, not the labor, but I just love doing it when they tie off. Yeah. YouTube is great for watching free movies. Yeah. So I was just working on this, and I like doing this. I love doing the amigurumi and all the fancy stuff, but this is kind of mindless. Like I can actually talk to you and do this while oops, I made a mistake. What did I do? Okay. I'm just alternating a single crochet and a double crochet as I'm talking. So it's not too bad. It's pretty easy. It's coming along. Yeah, it's getting really big. I know I still have a ways to go, but Gotta get in the groove. I got myself timed down to about 15 to 18 minutes. What brand? This is Lion brand mandala, and this is the ombre. So it's a little different than some of them have like rainbow colors, and some of the blankets are beautiful. But I wanted like a blue theme for this. Yeah, it's nice and squishy. It's not like that red yarn stuff or red heart yarn. I like that for crocheting things like amigurumi because it really keeps its shape. But this is nice and soft and easy to work with. There's no what they call drag in your plus your crochet hooks. I know a lot of people who don't crochet, so I don't want to bore you, but joins are a nuisance. That's right, Mama Squirrel. I know. They are. Marilee, your husband hooks rugs. Oh my God. Started a huge rug years ago. Hasn't been able to get the matching yarn. Pulling it all out. Starting to go, oh, ow, ow. Yeah, that's so hard. Hey, Clearwater Chad. Good to see you, Chado. Hey, Constance. Glad you're here. Hello, hello. Yeah, so okay, we're doing for those who are just joining. I'm doing the top 10 reasons why I've been kind of in a YouTube slump and in no particular order. So, number one, I put that I was hangry because I've been doing this Mediterranean diet. Actually enjoying it, but I just thought it'd be funny to say, hey, hangry. My fingers hate red. Number two is too many PDF files online. That was really triggering me and making it, yeah, not fun. And I needed a little break from that. What else? Oh, too many scandals. That's self-explanatory. I was talking about number four, Civil War, just saw the camps and the factions. And then I was talking about like even in my own life, with what's going on politically. I don't like to get political, but there's a lot of people that are like very passionate about this or that. And it can get exhausting when you've got people in your life that are just so worked up. And I try to like kind of step back and look at different sides of it, but it's hard too. My opinion, the diet is agreeing with you. Your collection. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. My hair is just really, I didn't wash it. I usually wash it every day. I know it's really not recommended, but this is what it looks like when I don't wash it. A little crazy, but thank you. Appreciate that. So, what do I got? Okay, number 5, I have I was overhexed, not oversexed, overhexed. It was just a joke because like yeah, I like my back's been kind of bothering me, my knee's been kind of bothering me, and rumor has it that there's people going around putting hexes on on some of us. So I'm sure I'm a target of a hex, why not? Why not? Yeah. So the other thing was waiting for Rocky to poop. That's been a lot of time consuming. He went to the groomer and he came home and his butt's been bothering him. And so, yeah, we have a call into the vet. I'm going to bring him in the first thing in the morning, and I probably won't be on in the morning. But yeah, so hopefully he'll be okay. My baby, show him one more time. There he is. There he is. Number 7 was I've been getting carried away with this crochet life. So that was number 7. Oh yeah. So number 8, I'm just getting frustrated. I needed to take a break because I'm still waiting for my checks to come in the mail. I'm waiting for a check from OSA because I've been accused of being paid by OSA, and I've been accused of being paid by the jesters. I've not gotten my checks. I've not gotten my checks from the jesters either. So where my money at? I'm just saying, so that's number 8. I was just like, this isn't cutting it for me. I don't have my checks in the mail yet. Damn. Okay. So if you know on that one. Number 9, I put spring fever, and I'll show you a little picture. One thing I've been doing is you probably can't see behind me, but I took all my plants down on Saturday. Or no, actually it was Sunday. I was listening to Eric Rader play music and go to the beach and watching for dolphins and all that. And I was repotting some of these plants, and just some of these are I've had for years and some of them are fairly new, but I used to not be able to keep a plant alive for even 6 months. So I've been really working on that and picking off the dead leaves and all that. To the right, you can see my poor aloe plant is, I mean, I'm trying not to overwater it. I don't know what is going on with it, but it's very droopy. So if anybody has any ideas of how to make this look better, or be healthier, I don't even know what half of these things are. This one in the back, I'll have to show you it sometime. I'll take it out. It's called a ponytail tree plant, and it's really cute. It looks like a ponytail. And I think this is maybe a rubber plant, and these are some kind of cacti. This, I don't know what this is. Obviously a spider plant, and then some basket of stuff. And this is a wandering, not sure what they call it now. I'll have to look up the technical name for it. But this is pretty. It's got like pink and green striped stuff. So is that it? Oh, that was just my thumbnail. Okay. So yeah, what was the next one? Okay, so that was my spring fever, and I will be doing some gardening, hopefully. But believe it or not, guys, I went out yesterday and the ground is still kind of frozen. So, and we still have some snow. So I don't think I'll be tilling things, the garden yet. So maybe you'll get paid in watches instead. Yeah, but if I do, they usually get taken back for adjustments. So, and I have a phone. I haven't used a watch in forever. So, I don't know. The whole watch thing kind of seems a little sketch to me, but that's just my humble opinion. Hey, One True Morbs. My God, I can't. Okay, so I don't know if you have anything like this near you, but I actually went to it was this place. It was a new shop a couple years ago called the Plant Connector, and I went in. And I was like really nervous. The child was just like, "Hi, I'd like to have some plants because my husband he literally like sawed a big hole in the wall and was going to make a big picture window right there." And I was like, I want some plants, but I kill all my plants and I don't know how blah, 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 blah. So she literally like held my hand, brought me over to this little sheet and like walked me through. Like there was like I think 1 through 4 and walked me through picking out plants. And I can like call, there's like a hotline you can call, but I wonder if there's anything like that near you. It really worked. It kind of helped me to get over my fear and get some plants. And yeah, I love them. Plant destroyer, outside plants are fine, but yeah, I think I'm better on the inside now. But and I have no idea why I can't grow zucchini in our garden. I don't know what happened. Like we can grow great like green beans, carrots, snow peas. We have some strawberry beds. We don't, yeah, zucchinis always just die. Our aloe was sad, droopy, near dead. We put it in a west-facing bay window, grown significantly. Oh, maybe this has too much sun? I'll have to look that up. Thank you. Tell me the secret to orchids. Oh, orchids are beautiful. Yeah, I don't know. They're absolutely take a picture of your plant. Yeah, do they work? Because I saw one about gemstones, like, if you put it up to a ring. I know some people that should do that, but anyways, it'll tell you if it's real or not just from a picture. And I was like, "How can they do that?" Because I actually used to sell diamonds. I was a jewelry manager at a department store, and yeah, I would put them under the microscope, and you could tell like the color cut and clarity and all that. So I was in carrot, but yeah, I was like not really trusting that. Although I did click on it and it wanted me to download the thing, and then of course it wants you to pay like $20 to to get the app, and I'm like, no, thank you. No, thank you. Maybe it's something about the soil the zucchini doesn't like. Yeah. Yeah, it seems like it'll grow up to where the flowers are flowering, and then the flowers will just fall off, and they won't thrive. I don't get it. Only gotten orchids down, developed an allergy to the bark soil. Oh, darn. Yeah, that's too bad. Yeah, so okay, number 10, I had, I put the rapture came, but, um, what I meant by that was when I was a kid, I was so afraid, and a lot of you know this, I was so afraid of the rapture. I was so afraid of going to hell. I was afraid of not making it, to heaven. I was afraid of my loved ones leaving me. And I interviewed a survivor of a cult, very similar to mine, called the Ramp. And also, I mean, it was uncanny. A lot of you saw the interview and said this as well. So many similarities to Scientology. It was just insane. Even Natalie did a little feature on it the other day, and she was saying the same thing. So similar to Scientology in a lot of ways, but also to my cult. Of course, my cult was similar as well to Scientology, but I I guess I was a little triggered, and I really could relate to so much of what he was saying. And I've binged, like, I binged his channel. I watched every single one of his videos before I interviewed him. And a lot of his videos, if you go on his, it's Joey Trieb, like Trieb. And if you scroll down to his first videos, they were hilarious, but they were like making like, well, just making fun of the absurdities of the things that we believed in. And there was like, and he was debunking some of the things that we took as like gospel truth, right? So I like, it's been hard for me to think about those things because they were so ingrained in me, and to not believe them anymore. There's always that little part of me that will say, kind of the back of my mind, like, what if, you know, what if all these ministers like Hal Lindsey, I think his name was, late great Planet Earth, which was where a lot of the idea of the rapture, like that's a fairly new thing that Christians believe. It's not something that was passed on through the ages, not really something that the Bible really talks about, except in certain concepts, but it's not like laid out. So it was, oh, thank you, Mr. Manage. Yes. That's his YouTube channel, and he's got a TikTok as well. But they did put a lot of, this is him and his two friends did a YouTube channel. Go over and subscribe. You'll love it. It's great. But yeah, hearing his story and just kind of taking myself back there to the angst that I felt, and even him describing these interrogations that, well, they locked the door. They didn't have to lock the door for me because I was already brainwashed. I wouldn't have left. But yeah, it was really hard to think about. And after that, I took a few days off. I think I came on and just did a kind of a silly crochet stream, and life happened. I had a lot of things going on, but it was like I really missed all of talking to all of you, but I didn't really feel, in light of all these things that I've described today, I didn't feel like I had really much to offer, and I didn't feel like I had much to say. But here you all are. I'm so glad you're here. We got like 90 of you in here. I'm really happy to see you all. And if you're watching on the replay, please say hi. I love to hear from you guys. I totally read every single comment. And I just appreciate you. I appreciate everybody being here. Use sale and bring them back. The bark is pine. Oh yeah, you can get plants that are, yeah, see, I don't trust myself to nurse them back to health. Oh, jeez. See, that's why I come back for your jokes, James. Still, eat alphabet spaghetti. You'll get the best foul movement. Yeah. Hey, a girl. Great to see you, sweetie. Marilyn, you're a brave hero for standing up against predators and warning those you care about. I'm grateful for your soothing voice and strength. Thank you, a girl. So glad to see you. What was wrong with the pup? Did he not like the bangs? Yeah, I think he's like a little embarrassed. He's like, "Ooh," but his hind end's a little irritated. So I just want to get him checked out. Want to make sure he's okay. He's not pooping that I know of. So we're watching that. Um, and I don't know. I just feel like I want them to have like a checkup. Is that weird? And I'm not sure if Rocky or if Apollo, we're gonna bring him too. Like, can you look him over? Because he's been kind of limping a little bit on his back right leg, and he is 20 pounds, and that's big for a pom. It's like double the size of a pom, even more than double. And he jumps like his mom's name is Tumbles, and she jumps like crazy. He jumps and jumps and jumps and jumps. He's 2 years old, so 2 years of jumping up and down and that pounding. It reminds me of figure skaters, how they jump up in the air and they do a twirl and then they come down on hard ice. That's what he's doing on the floor all the time, jumping up and down, and then outside jumping up and down on the wood deck. So I worry about him. I worry about the impact on his hip. So I'm just his foot's okay. He doesn't have like a splinter or anything. He doesn't seem to yelp or anything, but he just kind of lifts up his legs sometimes, especially when he's come inside the house from jumping up and down to get in. So yeah. Sad little mop. Yeah, that's rockers. That's rockers. Asen, yes, I'm in Germany. My balcony has almost all day full sun. I love that. Grapes, tomatoes, herbs, and lavender. Oh my god, that's beautiful. It reminds me of my friend who's from uh is it Sorrento? She's what's the the down in the boot, the Mediterranean end of Italy. They used to live in Milan, which is way up north, but I'm trying to remember where she's from. But she like yeah, she said she grew up like with, tomatoes and all kinds, basically almost like tropical. But she taught me how to make this spaghetti sauce. It's the simplest thing ever. It's just basically tomatoes, oil, little pinch of salt, and basil. And it's just a little very quick um way of doing it. And it's just so fresh. I love it. And I should make homemade pasta someday, but I can't eat much of it. Hey, thank you, brain fog. Good to see you too. Glad you're here. That blanket's really pretty. Yeah, keep your hands off that. This is for the A-frame. This is gonna be the guest one. My hubby and I agree politically, but he's always worked up. Exhausting. Yeah. Don't tell Duncan, but yeah, Duncan's been a little worked up too. And I tend to be more that way, but I guess I'm just too tired to get that way. And it's weird when you try, like, I see both sides of the spectrum, and I try to think, of like how could things be more reasonable, more kind of like compromise, but I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen as far as politically goes. But yeah, also I think it kind of goes back to the serenity prayer kind of idea of, if you can't change it, why worry? Why get so worked up about it? Just relax. Mm. Hey, Bridget. Really got happy mail. I ordered new music and it came today. Awesome. I love that. Nice. Hey, Alan. Hey, good to see you. Glad you're here. It must be, was it really late there? Or really early? I can't remember. It's like really middle of the night, right? Hey, Eric. I was just talking about you. Actually, I think I still have the picture up. This is what I was doing while I was listening to you the other day on Sunday. I was working on, oh, sorry about that. Dash and puppies. Looking for a home. Yeah, that's what I was doing. I was repotting my plants and picking off all the dead leaves and listening to you and your stream and chatting a little bit. It's um it's become like a little tradition now if I'm home on Sunday morning. So you better keep that up. Hey, Tom and Sunny. Thank you so much for being a member for 7 months. Love it, love it. Thank you. Oh, it's 4:20. Oh, so it's very 5:20, not 4:20, 5:20. It's very, very early. Wow, you're up early. I think Hef's still sleeping. My dad worries like praying for bad things. Yep, I've heard that. And borrowing trouble, right? Borrowing trouble. Yeah, yeah. Ellen's very popular, of course. And so is Eric. Oh my God, Sophie, you're awake too. What is with these down under people? Well, you're New Zealand, but good to see you, honey. I still have to listen to your messages. We were messaging back and forth. I gotta catch up because I last night. Okay, true confessions. I took a gummy, which usually makes me sleep really good, and it's been a little bit of a routine. Last night, it did the opposite, and I'm not sure why. So I don't know if it's the lack of carbs. I don't know what happened, but I was tossing and turning. I had to pee every 5 seconds. All right, not 5 seconds, but 20 minutes. So I was so afraid of waking Duncan up that I ended up sleeping in here in the bed of nails. We call it the bed of nails. It's actually very, very comfortable. So, okay. Do I have any more start? I do. Hey, Scrapbooker. Thank you so much. It's always nice to have downtime. Yes. Thank you. Oh my God, 12 months. Thank you so much for being a member for 12 months. It's amazing. Taking early morning here in Australia. Sun coming up soon. Yeah. So how is it in Australia? Like, that's you're going into winter. We're going to summer, right? But from what I hear, Australia and New Zealand, they don't get slammed with snow like we do in Vermont here, as far as I know. I'm sure there is snow there. Must be, Marilyn, you're getting a tolerance for the gummy. You are buzzing out, as we call it. Buzzing out. Yep, probably. Oh, thanks, Stace. Yeah, Facebook group. Yeah, I have been trying to check that more. Hey, Wise Angel and Milo. Hello, see you both. It's from Japan, the new CDs. Oh, Taylor Swift. Nice. Nice. Allie, you can't do zucchini or squash either. You can't do like what is that called? Spaghetti squash, anything like that. What can you do that's low carb, like for like noodles? I'm sure there's other things. Not that you're trying to do that, but going into winter, winter here at Brisbane is mild compared to what I felt in February. Oh my God, yes. That was so cold. I was surprised that Ohio was pretty comparable to Vermont as far as the cold goes. It was pretty darn cold. Yeah. Okay, where are we at? We are almost at an hour. Everybody head over to But First Coffee, Susie Oberholtz, her channel. She will be interviewing Liz Gale in about a half hour or so. You don't want to miss that. It'd be awesome. Val W, ready for winter. Oh, not me. Back in the 60s, sometimes you get a high and sometimes you get a low. Back when it was all peace and love. Yep. Sophie, Maryland, it snows in the South Island and Central North Island, but not where I live. Definitely nothing like where you live. I think snows Tasmania, but most of Australia don't think it snows. Yeah, that's the impression I got too. All right, everybody. This was really fun. I'm glad I did this. I'm glad. Thank you all for listening to me. I guess I shouldn't be afraid to just come out and just talk to you all because I don't know. I always feel like I don't want to come out if I don't have anything like to really offer, but you guys have a lot to offer. I love talking to you all, and you have a lot of wisdom. And again, this was really fun, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Zenu, Marlene, everybody partake. Cheers. This is good coffee. This is why, my hobby makes the coffee.